What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles go down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Telling y'all, you got President Trump meeting the boss, a Whataburger, in Corpus Christi, Texas. They have a speech, event. You know, it's pretty nice. You know, we gonna before we get further into this video, just check out the love people have for President Trump. You know, they put out on the mainstream media that so many people don't like him and this, that, and the other. I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I feel like it's one of those things on the internet because there's so many people. Like, every time you see President Trump go somewhere, he doesn't get hate. I don't know how people be making out like he gets hate. He doesn't really get hate at all.
Who's the boss?
She's the boss. She's the boss. 30 years.
You make great stuff.
Sure do, sir. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. How about that?
It's an honor for you to come.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to take this and I'll be thinking about you. Okay? So take care of everybody.
Yes, sir.
We love you.
And everybody eyes on him, phones out. Come on now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So President Trump just pulled a huge crowd in Corpus Christi, Texas. The fake news narrative that he's losing support from the base gets debunked in real time. And I'm telling y'all, it's truly like that. Like, people literally make it out to be like President Trump doesn't have support.
Who
Check it
lives
out.
here or this area? Who lives? A lot of happy people here. It's nice to be loved, you know. It's nice. We love you, Trump. Thank you. Thank you. And my friend, who lives?
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. This guy Jenny said, "When President Trump asked Congress," and this is what I'm talking about. This right here, and that's why I wanted to put this in here. This why right here. When President Trump asked Congress to stand up, they believe their duty is to American citizens first. Obviously, Democrats refuse to stand. I'm not surprised, but it just goes to show you on the hatred that they have for President Trump. It's truly sickening and truly sad.
I think the part of the speech that's probably going to live on for most Republicans is when he asked the Congress, stand up if you think your duty is first to American citizens before illegal aliens. Republicans stood up. It gave him his most sustained applause for the night. I suspect, man, you're going to see this in a lot of campaign ads that Democrats wouldn't stand up. What did you all think of the showmanship of that, or of sort of the spectacle of trying to get Democrats to stand up for that?
Well, I think the point, and it may have gotten a little muddled, but, in the showmanship, but I think his point is valid. Everybody in that room represents the citizens in this country. Mm-hmm. And are you doing your job? He should, the governor asked, is Trump doing his job? Trump asked, are all of you doing your job?
But don't I think
that goes to show you right there, like, this should show everybody right here, right now, of how Democrats truly feel about you. No matter who you are. I feel like that right there, like, if you're an American citizen, I feel like that right there is very important. Honestly. One thing about it, as President Trump is in Corpus Christi, Texas, he spoke on Ilhan Omar. Check it out.
Some of them. How about Omar?
I don't remember. I don't think. Well, I can't say that. I know a lot of y'all remember what Ilhan Omar did. During the State of the Union.
Some of them. How about Omar screaming like a lunatic? You looked at her bulging eyes. She's crazy. Get her the hell out of here. Omar and her friend, and her little friend sitting next to her. Slashing energy costs is among the most.
One thing about it, I know for a fact, Ilhan is not looking good for Ilhan. Ilhan knows that. I mean, let's be real. But you have John Fetterman. Like I said, I love a lot of points that John Fetterman makes. I truly do. He speaks on Ilhan Omar and the rest of the Democrats. State of the Union. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, now it's, the constant kinds of yelling and screaming and and holding up signs and for doing all these things. I don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat as a president. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Respect the office, regardless who's in that. And now for me, it's like now when half the people in my party haven't showed up, and then some of them have chosen to just yell and say and scream during all of it. I just don't think that's what we want. And I don't believe, as a Democrat, I think like dancing frogs really moves the ball for us as a party either.
On that first point here's some of the moments. You had Ilhan Omar out of Minnesota, Rashida Tlaib out of Michigan, and just watch here for our audience.
That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
That exchange obviously went...
I ain't gonna lie. How Trump gave that loud voice and then calmed down and said you should be ashamed of you. I ain't gonna lie. I promise you, I'm not trying to glaze or nothing. I'm not trying to. That was fire. I'm not gonna lie, cause it gave that like I'm gonna calm down though. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna let y'all know. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
That
That's
exchange
real.
obviously went to immigration and enforcement and DHS funding. I saw an email thread last night where you shook the president's hand. I believe it was on the...
He was actually, I'm pretty sure if they say he was the only Democrat to shake President Trump's hand. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it was others, but I'm pretty sure it was just John Fetterman.
I have to put
One thing about it, though, like I've said many, many times, it's truly sickening. It's truly sad that those individuals acted like that during the State of the Union. It's still dragging it. Still dragging it. One thing about it, I know, and I'm sure a lot of y'all know, that it's not looking really good for Ilhan Omar due to a lot of things. And I'm going to show y'all and I'm going to tell y'all.
Omar. She repulses me, and I'm trying to find out why, because she's not unattractive. She has an unusual amount and kind of anger. Mm-hmm. She has no right to that level of rage in the United States of America, the country who gave her corrupt ass a new life. It's not like she's a homeless Vietnam vet who can't get services and should be enraged at the government. She should be kissing the ground she walks on instead of spitting on it. And her anger also reminds me of the radical who, given power, would destroy you. She would show no mercy for you if you were below her. Like, the look on her face is somebody who would step on your neck instead of giving you a hand. And that is not the kind of person we should have in our leadership. It's not the type of person we should have in this country. And if we find out that she screwed up on her immigration stuff, she's got to go.
Yeah, she should be.
Well, lucky, and it's a reason why I play this. Just calm down. Because it's not looking good. That's all I say. It's not looking good, and I'm about to show y'all. One thing about it, though, people shouldn't, surround themselves with individuals like her. Truly. But here y'all go. Ilhan Omar is facing citizenship issues and could get denaturalized. If y'all didn't know. This is obviously new. This was just posted today, actually. Pretty cool. This is Benny Johnson. And I'm telling y'all, when I say that it ain't looking good for Ilhan Omar, it's truly not looking good. And I cannot wait. They need to, and I know y'all tired of all the talking and this, that, and the other. I know y'all want the action. I truly know y'all want the action. I do too. Just can't wait. I'm telling y'all.
To see her contempt and right next to her, Rashida Tlaib, another person with an immigrant background. Look, Ilhan Omar has some legal issues regarding her citizenship. I'll just leave it at that. I think that they've been well covered in the press, but it's shameful. And I am so happy to be an American, and people need to get out there and touch some grass in other countries and see what they go through to really appreciate how great we have it in this country. But freedom isn't
That's
free,
real.
And every generation needs to fight for it.
I feel like truly that goes for all the individuals that supported the Democrats that didn't stand up. When President Trump asked, who's for the American citizens? Put the American citizens first. All y'all people that supporting those individuals who didn't stand up, that goes for y'all. I feel like y'all again touch that grass, different country. See how how about y'all go to Somalia? There we go. How about y'all take a visit, take a vacation to Somalia, y'all. Take a visit and see how things are.
But freedom isn't free.
And take Ilhan with you.
And every generation needs to fight for it. And if we're complacent about it, we will lose it. And history has shown us that that civilizations that get fat and happy usually lose it. And we're so fat and happy that we're handing out billions of dollars to scamsters in these blue states and not caring about it at the same time that California has the lowest reading standards in the United States and has broken roads and has an open border and has, there's sewage issues and you name it. It's insane. And so we cannot take this beautiful country for granted. I will not, as long as I draw breath, always be very proud to be an American and fight for what America means and why my parents brought me here to this country.
Come on now.
Yeah, that was an interesting answer. Could you elucidate at all for us on these citizenship issues for Ilhan Omar? Will we ever see anything on that? I will tell you that I was very
anything, but
sure.
I think it's been well covered, and I covered it certainly myself before I joined the DOJ. That certainly it's a truism of immigration law that if you commit fraud in the course of obtaining your citizenship, if you lie about being that you weren't a Nazi guard at a concentration camp, you can be denaturalized. If you lie about your marriage status on which your citizenship depends, or your familial status, or what have you, if you fake any of those documents or you lie, that's a grounds for denaturalization. And so I think it's been credibly alleged that there are serious questions about the circumstances of the paperwork around that naturalization. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not working on that issue. That's not part of what the Civil Rights Division does. But I think we need to police that seriously. It is a precious privilege to be granted citizenship as a naturalized citizen in this country. And I don't think it should be taken away lightly, but if it's just a basic concept of law that if you commit fraud in the course of obtaining a benefit, you're not entitled to it.
Y'all heard it. I know a lot of people, y'all ready for Ilhan to go on bus camp. Dr. Phil, same thing. Says Ilhan Omar has been disgraceful and not being thankful for everything the U.S. has given her. I'm telling y'all, so many people all people are catching on now. She has every reason to be thankful. If this is such a horrible country, I wonder why she doesn't return to Somalia. If you don't like the U.S., leave. And that goes for anybody. Honestly, that's just being real. President Trump calls for Ilhan Omar Rashida Tlaib. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. This is not. Oh well. To be deported as fast as possible. So again, y'all see some stuff going on, some stuff happening. So just stay tuned. I'm telling y'all, definitely. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.